Okay, today we're going to look at using CSS to help style a HTML document. Previously we styled this one just from within the HTML, but that's not very effective. So we're going to look at using CSS to style a document in a more effective manner. Okay, so I've just written up this really basic HTML document here. No styling to it yet at all. It's just 2 paragraphs, a list that are links, and a H1 at the top there, the heading. So we're going to close that, and the first thing I want to do is just start a new document. I'm going to save that one straight away. We're going to call it mystyle.css, and then I'm going to link the index page to that document. Okay, so inside the head, I'm going to type link, rel equals style sheet, href equals my style, the name of the document I just made, and the type equals text / CSS. Oops. Make sure you spell it all correctly or it won't work, and we'll just save that straight away. Okay, so now the HTML document is linked to my style. Still, it's not going to do anything though, because we haven't got anything in this document here. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this first div tag. I'm going to type id equals wrap. Okay, and over in the style page, I'm going to type hash wrap, and then in here I'm going to change the width, define the width as 900 pixels. I'm going to do the height as auto, so that'll change depending on how much is in that section, and the margin can also be auto. Okay, now what we've just done here is we've put all of this content within its own little banner. So see how I move that? It stays within the center of the page. So you can imagine a box around all of this is that new tag that was just put in. Okay, so any space outside of that, so this is 900 wide, isn't included. Okay, now next thing we're going to look at is I've got the title up here. I'm just going to move that over. So I'm going to put in a class over here, and that's going to be dot center. Margin for that will be auto. Width can be 30%, and the padding I'll put at 10. Okay, now what that's going to do, oops, is that's going to move this over into the middle. No, it's not, because I need to make sure that that's linked to that particular class. So I'm going to type class equals center. And when I save that and refresh this page, this heads over to the center of the wrap. Okay. Now what we've got here is a menu. It doesn't look much like a menu at the moment. It's all currently just a list. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump into the div tag here, and I'm going to type id equals menu, and then we'll just save that because we're going to head over to my style. And what I want to do is just create a little section here, just so we know where all the menu stuff goes. And in here we're going to type menu clear left, meaning nothing will float to the left of that one. It will be clear on the side. Width is 700. Height can be 40. We're going to float to the left, and we're going to have our padding at 10, 0, 0, and 10. Okay. Now the next thing we're going to do is, because this is in a list, we're going to style that list. Okay, so everything within the menu UL will be display block. Okay, and we'll go list style, none, padding 9px, 0, 0, and 10, and our margin will set at 0. Okay, now let's just have a look at what we've done for now. So we've styled it, but it hasn't really worked for us quite yet, so we're going to keep going with that one. Okay, next thing we're going to type is menu UL li. In here we're going to go display. This is the interesting one, inline. I'll just show you what that does. So now it's moved it all, so it's inline. It's not the list going from the top to the bottom, it's now going from the left to the right. That's a very important one. We're going to do the padding for that one at 0. And the margin also 0. And our height at 20px. Okay. Now, this being a menu, by default, all of the hyperlink tags in here will be the default color, but we can actually change that. So we're going to change all anchor tag colors within the menu ID. Okay, so we're going to type menu UL li a. Okay, because they're all contained within that list. We're going to change the height of any link to 27. We're going to display as a block, meaning the entire section within the anchor tag will be clickable, not just the text within. So block padding can be 0, 10, 0, oops, 10, margin, I'm going to do at 0, 4, 0, 4. Oops, I have just made a typo there, make sure we get our colon in there. Float to the left, and text decoration, none. Okay, that being any underlines, bolds, or anything like that. Next one is we're going to align our text to the center. Oops. Typed that one wrong, haven't I? Text align center. And we're going to change the color to 0000 FF. Font size is going to be 13. And our line height will be 25. Okay. We'll save that one and we'll have a look at what we've just done. Okay, so we've changed the color, text is aligned to the center, and there's no underline there, no text decoration. It's just how it's all aligned. Okay. Next thing we're going to look at is what our anchor tags would look like if we hover over them. So menu UL li a colon hover. So we're going to change the color to FF00FF. And we'll save that. Have a look at this. So when we hover over them, they change from a blue to a pink color. Okay, and that applies to all of those. Okay, now we've looked at changing our menu a bit here. It's still quite bland all around, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump to the top of this document here, and just in here I'm going to type body background color, and we're going to put this at 99FF33. Okay, now what that's going to do is change the color of everything. Okay, now another thing we should look at doing is changing the background color of our center content here. Okay, now we haven't put in a tag yet for that, so let's just jump in to here. I'm going to go class equals center content. Okay, and we'll save that, jump over here, and we'll just put in another section. We'll call that center content. And in here we're going to go dot center content. Open that up. Width, go 900 px. Padding, we'll go 0 px 0, 0, 0. Background color, I'm going to change to F to F to F2, and we'll float this to the left as well. We'll save that and refresh. Now what we've got here is this line here, or sorry, this background color here is within the center content that sits within the wrap. Okay, so everything that sits outside of that has a background of green because we haven't defined the color, the background color of anything else. Okay. Now we do have two paragraphs here. I'll just show that you can change what a paragraph looks like independently. It's not a global thing necessarily. Okay, so this one here, we'll just change our class to, let's just call it para. And we'll jump back over to our style sheet. We'll just go up the top here, and we'll go dot para color FFF. Okay, now only the color of that paragraph will change because that's the only one. See, we've changed the color to white. That's the only one that contains this tag. This one here is completely independent of this one. Okay, we can also change our color of our hyperlinks. Now, as we saw before, we've changed the color of the hyperlinks for the menu here. If I just put in an anchor tag here, put in an anchor tag, we'll go like that, and we'll finish it off here. If I save that and we refresh it, oops, what have I done? Oh, I didn't close the tag. Start that one again. Okay, so we've got a hyperlink here. It's a blue color. These ones are a darker blue. But when I go over this one, it doesn't change color. These ones do because we've defined the color of the hover over here for only anchor tags that sit within a list of the menu. Okay, so you can define all sorts of different traits to different tags all along the way. Okay, I think that just about wraps everything up for today. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I can get some better videos up soon. Okay.